Thank you, Mr. Chairman. To ensure the fitness of nominees to serve, I ask the following two initial questions of all nominees who appear before any of the committees on which I sit. Since you became a legal adult, have you ever made unwanted requests for sexual favors or committed any verbal or physical harassment or assault of a sexual nature?
No, Senator.
Have you ever faced discipline or entered into a settlement related to this kind of conduct?
No, Senator.
Admiral, you noted the importance of our allies and partners as a very critical aspect of our asymmetric advantage, and this includes our compact nations partnerships. So I'd like you to acknowledge the importance of congressional action in support of our negotiated compacts with Palau, Micronesia, and the Marshall Islands.
The Compact of Free Association is absolutely critical for multiple reasons. The first is the People's Republic of China is attempting to drive a wedge through traditional partnerships and through traditional people-to-people ties across the Pacific. They employ corruption and elite capture to do so. The COFA states, on top of a moral duty as a result of years and years of partnership with the COFA states, our historical ties, our people-to-people ties. In fact, a little-known point is that young people from the COFA states enlist in the U.S. Armed Services at higher rates than U.S. citizens do. And I've had the honor of serving with Yap Islanders, Truk Islanders, and Pohnpei Islanders throughout the course of my career. And then finally, in accordance with the sovereign wishes of the COFA states, they offer tremendous potential for a theater posture that will aid the joint force and the allied force in achieving the principles of expanded maneuver in conflict in the Western Pacific.
Thank you for acknowledging the importance, and we have this year, we have the important duty to approve these compacts, and let's get it done. I know that you are aware of my focus on infrastructure. I've had discussions with you, and of course, I mentioned what happened at Red Hill. And so over the last few years in Hawaii alone, there have been water main breaks, power outages, and spills, including, of course, the catastrophic events at Red Hill, as well as necessary dry dock replacement. Although you will not be directly responsible for improving infrastructure in Hawaii, yours will be an important voice on the issue, especially as it impacts readiness. If confirmed, how do you intend to approach the infrastructure challenges in the region, including in Hawaii?
Senator, if confirmed, the first is a critical eye with worst-case thinking. And that's a critical eye to look at the critical infrastructure and have a risk management standpoint that looks instead of saying, I hope it's going to be okay, the approach to say, how can this go wrong? You mentioned the water main. When we unearthed that water main, we found that it was 75 years old. Red Hill itself was 80 years old at the time. This focus on critical infrastructure is going to require critical thinking. It's going to require integration among the components and leaders holding each other to account and holding the services to account to ensure that the foundation of the joint forces, the bases, the piers, the airfields, the refueling points are going to support combat operations and by doing so support deterrence.
You mentioned that your father was a shipyard worker, so I know that you have an appreciation of the importance of the 4 public shipyards, including Pearl Harbor, and one of the biggest issues that we're going to face is the dry dock replacement to enable us to repair and maintain our ships. So that is an infrastructure that I would like you to pay particular attention to as we go forward. I mentioned Red Hill as symptomatic of the importance of public engagement, and I'd like your commitment that you will continue to focus on how important it is to basically repair the breakdown in trust and questions that arose as a result of the handling of the Red Hill situation. So I would like your public commitment that you will continue to focus on restoring trust between the people of Hawaii and our military in Hawaii.
If confirmed, I commit myself to it, Senator.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.